How you doing? It's been a hot minute because I've been super busy. Why, you ask? Because my 26-year-old son is moving back home, and that is one of the blessings in recovery. He spent 2 years not talking to me when I got sober. Understandably so. And so we have since reconciled and developed a relationship, and he just decided that he wanted to come home to mom. And so if you're like, man, my kid won't talk to me, keep working on yourself and do your program, because I promise you, good things happen. I can't promise you that you'll reconcile with an adult child, because that's up to them to forgive. But I can say that you bettering yourself, people will eventually notice, and people notice. And if you make that amends, and man, that amends process is hard. I ain't gonna lie. But if you make that amends and you actually mean it and have made changes, people see it. And sometimes you have relationships that you thought were dead and gone and, unfixable. And then all of a sudden, working 12 steps changes everything. So anyway, I am picking him up in Savannah tonight, bringing him home. My younger son, Nathan, I've got 2 cards that came out, and so I'm gonna keep those. My younger son spent all day long getting my older son Ashton's bedroom all ready, and so I think he's getting a little excited that he's coming back too. So anyway, wonderful things. But I did miss you. I did. And I'm not going to lie, I've been kind of nudged by spirit all day. And during the actual Barbo's basket, I felt very cradled and loved from the universe. And then this morning, I woke up in a horrible mood. Cranky, tired, restless, irritable, discontent, that sort of thing. And so you know what? I just played my puzzle, my old lady puzzle. And then I was like, you know what, it's time. I need to just get over myself and get over my attitude and get on here and be of service. So let's go ahead and do a 12-step tarot. What do we need to know just for today as 12-steppers? All right. Winter. This is the Wild Unknown Alchemy deck, by the way. And I'll be reading from the guidebook on that. And spring. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm being told one more, but to take it from the top. Aries, copper. Eris, copper. Sorry. I read Aries, and Aries is in springtime. So, let's find out. Let's find out what's going on here. I think before we get into the guidebook on that, I'm going to go ahead and get some clarification on the, nope, I'm being told to go with the guidebook first. So, we've got 26, and we've got 27. No, I'm sorry, 16 and 17. You may be seeing 26 and 27 in your environment, or 16 and 17. So just use that as confirmation. All right. Lux Bromalis, winter. In alchemy, winter comes first. It is the beginning, the origin. As winter casts its blanket of stillness across the land, we naturally turn inward. The mind and the heart settle into Earth's darkest season. From this place of quiet, a single flame reconnects us to the mystery of our existence and the miracle of the breath, regardless of when this card appears. It indicates that we are suspended in Mother Earth's purse. Not purse, pause. I'm hearing she's about to open her purse for you, though. Interesting. All right. This is not the time for doing, going, or getting. The alchemist knows winter opens the portal to the divine magic, and the divine magic is afoot under the surface in the glimmering snow and sparkling ice. We see winter's water in crystalline form. Each droplet a prism into the mystery realm. Don't get caught up in the gloom or isolation of the season. Rather, spin toward the sacred light. Spring will come in time. And then the next one that we got is spring. And that is the next verse, spring. When spring arrives, our eyes lift from the work and we peer out the window of our laboratory. We realize Earth has been in its own transformational spin, readying itself for a new era of growth, a state of winter, or a state of wonder. The alchemist sets aside the work of winter and opens this door, stepping into spring. When this card arrives, it indicates a blossoming, a coming into one's own. It's germination time. You may be drawing up a lustrous plan, humming a new melody, or flirting with a special someone. Spring is the season of the East, where the sun rises and lights the world. You do not have to work on anything during this phase. Let the energy of this season push through. You made it through the winter, and the bulbs burst on their own. Okay. So first and foremost, baby, you doing too much. So am I. Allow things to blossom on their own. I mean, think about it this way. When we plant a seed, our job is just to, make sure that we plant it in fertile ground. And if the ground isn't fertile, we fertilize it, okay? We water it, we tend to it. We may need to do some pruning. But once it flowers, we don't sit there and force open the blossoms. So that's kind of the vision that I'm getting, is this absolutely beautiful rosebud that's very, very tight right now, but any minute it's going to start blossoming, and we are going to see a lot of beauty and abundance around us very, very soon. And we don't have to do a thing. We've already done the work. Allow what is going to come in, okay? Now, let's go to copper. That is 23. And as a little side note, anytime I see the number 23, that's my sign that the universe is saying, I love you, or God is saying, I love you. So feel free to take that for yourself. Anytime you see the number 23, just think of, your higher power tapping you on the shoulder and saying, hey, I love you. And you will be surprised how many times you see the number 23 in your environment once you accept that as a rule of thumb. So anyway, I love you too, Spirit. Okay. In ancient times, on an island called Cyprus, copper was mined extensively to make vessels and tools. This island is the same fertile ground of Aphrodite, the goddess associated with the planet Venus and the forces of love, pleasure, and fertility, such as such as the magic of copper. This golden-hued metal elicits delight and mystique, even the sense of awe. The copper card marks the arrival of Eris into the laboratory. It is likely the alchemist has been hard at work for too long. I've heard that a few times this week. You're working too much. Go have fun. That's been the message in my meditations every day. Let's see. Prioritizing scholarly pursuits over sensual pleasure. Get ready for a shift in priorities, for an awakening of the heart and the life-generating centers of the body is the true alchemical experience. Nothing is excluded or separate from this work. Bring sensuality into the fold and embrace it with reverence and curiosity. Aphrodite smiles upon you. So, I would like to say that right now that I hate love readings. I hate doing love readings because I don't want to give people false hope, but this is going to be a love reading. So it could be love of something that you're doing, or you may find a hobby that you really, really like that you love. But sensuality would indicate that there is the possibility for some romance in your future. I'm hearing just breathe. So you may take a breathwork class. That might be something you do. If you already know how, you might teach a breathwork class. I actually, and that gives me an idea, I'm giving the sermon this Sunday on the 26th of July. And we're going to be talking about the importance of the present moment and how that is the only place that we have control over. Is our present moment. We can't do anything about our past, and the future is not set in stone. But this present moment right here, right now, if we can stay in the present moment and be mindful, that's where manifestation happens. And so it's so important to stay in the present moment. And so I'm going to be talking about getting into a meditative state through creative pursuits, but I think we're going to do a little bit of breath work in the beginning. So if you're interested, the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Statesboro does have a Facebook page, and we will be live that day on Facebook. And if we're not, I will make sure that I record it and post it on here and on Facebook, so that we can make sure that we have something for y'all to watch. But each person is going to be doing their own piece of artwork, and then we're going to be making a collage out of all of it, so that every time you walk into the church, you're not only reminded that you're your own unique individual, but collectively we make something really beautiful. So feel free to, make your own. Maybe get some friends together and each do it, and just, have some fun with that idea. I was actually on a live, somebody else's live the other day, or a few hours ago, and she was talking about a bubble of protection, and I'm not sure why this is coming up right now, but I don't disregard messages. If you are feeling like you're not protected and you struggle with the idea of, imagining a bubble of protection around you, what you can do is take a bubble machine, an actual physical bubble machine, put bubble solution in it, turn it on, and then as the bubbles are going around you, say out loud, any negative energies that are surrounding me or, sent my way are captured in the bubbles and transmuted as they pop. Okay? Once you say that out loud, the bubbles will be going, and it works beautifully, and it's a really fun time. And actually, it's something that you can do with your kiddos too. So why keep those sorts of things to ourselves as adults. I think that will help boost confidence in children too. Okay, so let's find out. All right, so we have the Ten of Pentacles. Look at that. We've got the Hierophant. Caw, ladies. Lady Hecate is here right now. Between that key and that raven, most definitely we are being divinely guided through this. All right, the next one is the Son of Pentacles. And the following one is the Eight of Cups. Okay. Okay. Right now, your focus should be on finding ways to bring joy into your life and stop working so hard. I'm seeing this as being, walking away from the humdrum of routine. Okay. This is a really good card under normal circumstances, but you've almost gotten yourself into this cadence and this routine that is starting to get really boring. And we want to liven it up a little bit. And so obviously through wholesome, healthy ways, we are 12-steppers. We don't want to go crazy with this. However, the song that is coming to my mind right now is 9 Inch Nails' Every Day is Exactly the Same. I love that song. I believe I can see the future, 'cause I repeat the same routine. If you haven't heard it, go listen to it. It's really good. All right. I think that's our reading, guys. Get out there. Go have fun. Open yourself up to the possibility of love, because there is healthy love coming in for you in one way or another. If you're not looking for anyone because you're already with the love of your life, maybe you're going into a new chapter where you guys are going to level up your relationship. And quite frankly, it might be time for you. You might need to take a little staycation, or a vacation for that matter, and give yourself some face time with one another. Bring some fun into it, some spice. Come on now. And really get to know one another, because it would appear that if you are in a coupleship that's healthy, you've kind of, it's gotten really monotonous. This can be something that can be really fun for the two of you to do together. If you are single and looking, this is your opportunity. Get out there. There's someone out there that's a really good match for you. If you are single but not looking, this could be a friend group that comes in. But open yourself up to the possibility of relationship of some kind. Okay? That's all I've got for you. If you want a personal reading, you can email Trinity at esoteriallc.com. I will put that in the description box. I also do spiritual coaching, energy healings that are distance, on top of the oracle readings and tarot readings that I do. And I am starting to look at, I'm going to probably start filming my courses this fall, so that I can put them up on my website that I'm also working on, so that they're on-demand classes. I have one that's really wonderful. It's a conscious contact class where I teach you the meditative practices that got me to having conscious contact with my higher power. Because if you're in AA, they talk about the importance of meditation and prayer, but they don't really show you or tell you how to do the meditative portion of it. And that is what I go into in depth. And I've had some really wonderful experiences with my students. It's a very popular class, and I figured it would be probably time for me to put that on demand, so that you can enjoy it for yourself. But other than that, if no one's told you today, know that I love you. Take care.